Oh, laying on my stomach. Wait. Oh, oh, I'm bumpy. My face looks bumpy. Look at that bumpy. Ooh, that's from that light. You can see all my pores and shit. Okay. All right. So, maybe I should sit up. This is hard. Wait, let me pull it together. Okay, that's better. What's up? What is up, my peeps? So, this is my 15 weeks pregnancy update. Everyone seems to like when I go live. I don't know why. I think it's because of the shit I be saying in my live stream. I am feeling great. I still have yet to find a doctor. I still need to do that. And but I'm feeling a lot better. Oh my God. Excuse me, Michelle. Oh, she feel that nasty burp. Certain things I still can't eat, but I think I'm feeling a little better. People's like, you're definitely looking a lot better. That's because I'm taking care of myself. Like before, I couldn't even get up and get up out the bed. Now I'm feeling a little better. Um, People have encouraged me to start dating. What? Like, why would I date? Hello? I'm pregnant. Like, what? At this new age, new millennial shit that people do, I can't believe it. Mr. Elephant, what's up? I see you in my comment section like crazy. Like, you are inside of my comment section getting it. You hear me? You are having, a ball in my comment section, Mr. Elephant. Okay? I'm about to put my donation link in the chat because people are saying they want my super chat button on. My super chat button is not on. I don't do super chat. There's a reason why I don't do super chat. I just don't. So, you got subscribers? You got me. Why you got? I mean, why you got so many subscribers? Why is my connection? If I'm going in and out, for some reason, my connection on my channel is acting freaking weird. Like, I don't know. I think it might be the internet connection at where I am. But anyway, people are asking me to start dating, and I don't think that dating is a good idea. But everyone is saying that that's what I should do. I'm a nice person and I deserve somebody. And my thing is, when I first started dating Priest, everyone was saying that nonsense to me. They was telling me to go ahead and date him, and you see how that went. I am not interested in dating. And when I told people that I stuck a fork in it, I was not playing. Like, Priest stuck a fork in it. I'm no longer interested. I put the donation link if you want to donate. The donation link is in my description box. It should be at least. Oh, my shirt all open. Why you ain't telling me my tatas was out? What's wrong with y'all? Tatas was all out. Nobody said nothing. What y'all doing, man? Trying to get me? I'm not interested in dating like that because, I'm not. I wasn't really interested in dating like that when I got with Priest. And now that I'm dating him, I really am not interested. He really turned me off in regards to men. What's up, Elm City? He really turned me off in regards to men. I'm really, really not interested in dating and rekindling old flames. But my exes are they're definitely like full-fledged in. My exes are calling and texting, and I heard you're pregnant and I'm happy for you. What can I do to help? Can I buy your baby some clothes? They're really helpful. You know what I mean? They're like really trying to be involved. You know what I mean? And that's interesting to me that they're like that. I love that about them. They're really funny people. That's a good thing about me. Like I said in a video earlier today, I have some men in my life who are very, I don't know, simply even if they didn't work out with me, they still seem to be nice friends. But I would not date. I don't know why everybody's encouraging me to do that. Lakina, what is their rationale? Hold on. What is their rationale for the advice to date? The best you can do is focus on being a better you and genuinely getting over him. That's what I was trying to explain to somebody. You know what? I have been trying to explain. I've been trying to explain to the people who keep telling me to put this nigga on child support. I keep trying to explain to them that to me, the better idea is simply not dealing with him at all and focusing on myself. That makes more sense to me. I don't think it's smart to give a fuck about him. You know what I mean? Like to focus on him or any other man. I think what I should be doing is focusing on my baby and me and trying to improve myself, not chasing some nigga around for a child support check. How about you give me some suggestions on how I can make more than enough money, or how I can make more than enough money and not have to deal with his ass at all? That's what makes more sense to me. I don't know what's going on with my internet connection. Remember that something's going on with that. I don't know what it is. Let's see. I like you because you hold black men and women accountable. Most black men on YouTube only blame the women and vice versa. Yeah, I don't do that. I do both. I'll say some shit, have some women mad. I've done that. I've had women be upset with me. Like I made a video telling women they better take care of their man for these other women come up and steal their man. And they was mad because I made that video. Because I was like, I know women who are like that. Like I know women who really want your man and they'll do whatever they can to get your man. Like women was mad at me about that. Women got mad at me when I made a video about them being selective about the men that they have babies by. You know, I'm even in a situation. I'm proof right here that you really got to be super selective. You can sit there and question them all day long and they can still turn out to be motherfucking assholes. You know, shit stains that you should have never dealt with. So you even got to be more selective than I was, because I'm one of those women. I'm extremely selective and picky about who I date. Like I don't just pick any random dude. I just don't do that. So, you know, it's unfortunate that I'm in this situation, but I tell women that I hold men and women accountable for everything that's happening in the community, because it's a group effort. It's not like it's one person or one set of people, or one gender. It's all of us. Like all of us are the reason why our shit is fucked up. But I can feel my baby kicking. Today I drank some Sierra Mist, and I don't usually drink soda, and I drank some soda and he kicked the fuck out of me. It's the hardest I've felt him kick since I could feel him kick. And he kicked the fuck out of me. And I was like, I know he's like, what is this poison that you're feeding me? What are you giving me to drink? Don't give me this shit ever again. So I might not drink soda again. Yeah, Garnett, thank you. Good to see you on your feet and doing much better these days. Yes. If you looked at me at old live streams and you look at me now, you'll see the complete difference. Of course, I tell you guys, I still want as much help as possible because I got to get out of this extended stay. So if you want to donate, the PayPal link is right there. I got to get out of this extended stay. I do not want to be here past January. So, you know, I just need for everybody to, you know, donate if you can. Give me some suggestions. A lot of people are like, get on welfare. Get on food stamps. I'm like, okay. It's like, I don't know. It's like, get on child support, get on welfare, get on food stamps. That's what everybody keeps suggesting. And I really just don't want to do any of that. Like, and the fact that I think about it, I'm just like, you know, like I had to apply for Medicaid. I applied for Medicaid. And people are like, apply for food stamps. I was going to apply to get a HUD home. And it's just to think about this type of stuff. But this is some real shit. Like, I'm literally alone. And I got to figure out what I'm going to do between now and like May. Now, once May comes, I think I'll fully be back to the way that I was. But at the same time, I'll have a newborn. So trying to figure out how I'm going to do that is just, I don't know. I just don't want to think about all of that right now. I'd rather just try to get myself to the end of the week. Like, I got to take it one day at a time. Lakina, I apologize. I believe the baby deserves everything that's due to him. You don't have to deal with him for him to financially support his baby. I mean, yeah, I would. I mean, honestly, how do you deal with a man being around and he's paying child support, but you don't have to deal with him? Yes, you do. Like, he's gonna be a problem. He's gonna want to be around. I'm gonna have to see his fucking face. I don't want to see him at all. I don't want to deal with him. I don't want to see him. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to nothing him. Um, RR Van, you stay with a good friend. Oh, Ken, you saying can I stay with a good friend? Oh, you retracted your message. Or you're just asking me RR. You're asking me can I stay with a friend? Um, Probably here in Atlanta I could, but I probably won't have my own space. I won't have my own room or anything like that. I could probably do a couch. Yeah, I could probably like do a couch or um I don't want to do that either. I want to make sure that I'm because of the state that I'm in, I want to make sure that I'm in like a bed, and I eat right and shit like that. So, I don't know. People tell me to go to a transitional home um so I can save up money to go to a transitional home for pregnant women. So I can save up money to go to California. Because here's what people don't understand. I could easily like fly to California right now, right? But my biggest thing is I have to ship my stuff with me. I have to bring my dog. I have a dog, like I have a little dog named Buttons. And I want to have a room there as well because if I go to California and they don't have any space, where I'm going to sleep there. So that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing is getting me and my things, okay, all the way to California. Lakina, will you be willing to rent a room until you have the baby? Yes, I'm willing to rent a room. Like I was thinking about doing Airbnb. You know, I mean, I'm renting a room right now. Like technically, this is a studio apartment room. I have a refrigerator. I have a kitchenette. I have a table in here. I have a bathroom in here. I have everything I need in here. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in here until I go to California. Staying in here until instead of just trying to jump somewhere else. So that's what I'm working on, and that's what I asked for donations for. And um, I do graphic design, so I'm telling people to if they need graphic design or if you know anybody that need graphic design. My flyers are on my Facebook page and on my Instagram. So you know, I just focus on that. Just trying to focus on that and eating right and trying to get me to go to the doctors. Everybody's trying to get me prepared to go to the doctor because the thought of going to the doctor is hideous to me. Like I just thinking about it because I've been pregnant in 10 years and was so afraid that I was going to lose my baby that I'm just scared to let people touch me. Like, and I've been through so much inside of my relationship, and he was kind of cruel and ugly to be around. So I'm a little, I don't know, I'm just afraid. I'm definitely praying for all of you, even the lunatic. You know what's funny? Even though Priest is a fucking lunatic, there will be people out there that agree with him, especially men. There will be men out there who agree with that stupid shit. Of course, on YouTube, a lot of people on YouTube, men especially, because men on YouTube, black men on YouTube have a hatred for women. And if you aren't a critical thinker and if you don't think independently, these men and their opinions about women will affect your life negatively if you're not careful. And there are a lot of men who hate black women on YouTube and who follow people like Tommy Sotomayor. They follow, just a whole bunch of men who always spoke ugliness about women. And so because of the beef that Tommy and I had for our extended amount of years, I'm sure with Priest creating his YouTube channel, because he created a YouTube channel to talk just negatively about me, which is bad. Because if you think you about to make it on YouTube or become like this popular YouTuber or be able to speak your voice, you would want to build your audience on, your own merit, not on mine, So anyway, there are a lot of men out there who will agree with Priest and try to make me out to be a bad person or just try to make black women out to be a bad person in general and will encourage him to treat me bad and be mean to me. And it's up to him to decide what he wants. Hey, Denisha. Daniel, please don't generalize. I will for damn sure generalize. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Generalize. Because trying to make an exception for you niggas and try to pick niggas that's doing good when most of you aren't. I'm gonna start generalizing you guys all of the time, because a lot of you, even good men, you don't even know how to go to your homeboy that you see as a piece of shit and say something to him. Like, you don't even know how to do that. You know, if you're a good guy, wow, sorry about that. If you're a good guy and you know you're a good guy and X, Y, and Z, you should be encouraging other men to be good guys instead of fucking seeing them do this shit and still treat women bad. Lakina, dude who had an issue with your YouTube made a YouTube channel. The irony. Isn't that interesting? Like, Priest kept saying, oh, you shouldn't do YouTube videos. You shouldn't talk about your personal life on YouTube. You should do this on YouTube. When I knew the whole time when he was saying this shit to me, I was like, you just jealous because I go out there and I speak my piece. And I got enough fucking boldness to go do that shit. And a lot of people can't do it. And so, for him to say, I don't really fuck with that, to say he himself doesn't really fuck with YouTube like that, but then turns around and actually makes a YouTube channel. It's ironic. Yes, Lakina, thank you for saying that I didn't generalize, but you know what? I'm about to start generalizing. I definitely am. I'm about to start and just irk the nerves of men all over. And get on your nerves and start generalizing. Oh, maybe if I start saying that all of y'all do this shit, then maybe, you'll see some men that ain't doing what right and you'll speak up and say something. I don't know what's going on with this connection. I might have to start this connection over. I don't know what it cut off earlier today, my internet, and I had to like reset it. Hey Don Bossellini, what's up? You think I should date, Dawn? Everybody's telling me to date. Men are asking me out like crazy. Men are volunteering to take care of my baby. That's how deep it is. I'm like, you niggas think I'm stupid. For real. Like, I'm not about to let you take care of my baby. Like, what's wrong with you? They're like, I want to be there for you. I want to take care of your baby. And I want to be there for you when the baby is born. And I'm like, yeah, right. Yeah, that's what Lakina, that's what he doing on his channel. He over there victimizing himself. And then he got the other men on there to give him some fucking courage, because that's what he needs, some confidence. He needs some confidence, so he built him a YouTube channel, and now he got the people over there giving him some confidence so he can feel better about the bullshit that he's done to me. Don Bossellini, I ain't about to be dating nobody. I ain't about to do no shit like that. Like, you crazy? I'm not doing that. I was just being funny. Everyone keeps telling me to date. Oh, what I was saying is a lot of my exes are contacting me and wanting to go out and wanting to hang, and it's be money. You might be right. Some dudes got a pregnancy fetish, because a lot of dudes keep telling me that pregnancy vagina is better than regular vagina. I'm like, I don't know about all that. I think my vagina is probably the same. I don't see my vagina being any different than it was before. So elephant. I have shown my stomach. I've shown my stomach in a video before. Yeah. I'm 15 weeks, so I'm showing. I'm just like, when I start being able to, like, my belly button comes out, because I'm still an innie. When that belly button come out, I'm definitely going to show you, because I ain't going to have a choice. Like, right now, I can still, like, my arms can cover my body and you won't even know that I'm pregnant until you really, really, really look. You might just think I'm fat. Some people take a double take. They're like, oh, okay, she's pregnant. Lakina, people also have to take into account that you're a pregnant woman, super emotional and a little cray. When I was pregnant, I was totally irrational. I became normal again when he was born. You know what's funny about me? I think my first trimester of pregnancy, I was real emotional because I was sick. I didn't feel good. And everything was just, he was like making me miserable. So I was already miserable, and then he was making me miserable, and then I'm pregnant. So it's like extra. It was like he was getting on my nerves. So now I'm a little bit back to the way that I was before that happened. I think now I get a little bit annoyed. Like, I think I'm irritated more than anything. I don't think I'm emotional. I think I'm just irritated. Like, everything annoys the fuck out of me. Like, I just, a lot of times I want people to just be around and shut the fuck up unless they have something funny to say. If you ain't got nothing funny to say or positive to say, I want you to shut the fuck up. That's really how it is with people around me right now. Um, if I want people to be a lot compassionate though. I don't like people who aren't compassionate about my situation either. I don't like that. I crave pickles sometimes. Here's my donation link in case anybody wants to know, because people are asking me. Um, my family members do not live. My family members do support me. My family members give me money for food sometimes, or they give me money. Cause see, here's the thing, I don't have a car, right? I'm in an extended stay where the grocery store is walking distance, but it's kind of like once I have groceries, I can't carry all that shit back. So what I have to do is get on an Uber and and the Uber to the grocery store is $6. So not only do I have to pay for groceries and a phone bill and a room bill and all of the things that, I have to pay my Uber rides as well to go back and forth from wherever it is that I'm going. So people send me money for that. My mom sends me money for that. And plus, like I said, I have graphic design contracts and clients. So I'm making money, but at the same time, it's like, to me, it's not enough money to stabilize myself enough. It's like I'm making just enough to get by. Yeah. Pickles are definitely, yes, Edward. Pickles are my craving. Lakina, I started telling dudes that my hookah is back. That's why I'm single, in hopes that they would just leave me the F alone. Huh. Mario, empathy or sympathy? Empathy and sympathy are cousins to me. I need for men to have both. I need for people to have both. Um, to me, both of them are needed. Kay Elaine, I lost my car earlier this year. I was used to drive for Uber, and we went to go switch out to give me a brand new car, and they were trying to give me a 2017 because I had a 2016 Corolla. I had a 2016 Corolla, and so I went to the dealership to get the 2017 earlier this year, and Geico was trying to charge me ridiculous for ride share car insurance. It went from like being 125 to, in order for me to switch over the insurance from my 2016 to my 2017, that shit went from one something to like $300 a month. And in order for me to start over and switch it over, it was an additional like $300. So the total was $600 in order for me to switch it over to my new 2017. What? I was like, not having it. No, 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 no. And I think I might go back to doing that. Maybe once, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do that right now. Pregnant. I don't think me being pregnant and being in a car is a good idea. But that's why I've been trying to find other sources of income while I'm in the that I can do inside of the house. Also, I've been trying to find any type of gig to where I don't have to move. Like with my IT jobs, I'm constantly on the move. Like I'm not always sitting at my desk. Anyone who has an IT job, and we work in the IT department at your job or something like that, we're constantly moving around. We're not like in the same place all the time. So with my IT jobs, I'm going to be moving, and I don't want to do that either. Where do you want to be 5 years professionally? By then your channel should be huge. No, my channel will probably be huge by next year. My channel will move rapidly if I put energy into it. I notice when I put energy into it, it pops like quickly. It's not a slow growth. The only reason why has been growing slow all this time is because I've been slow. The second I start picking up the pace and I start taking this shit seriously is when it'll just pop off. Like that's how it usually does when I pay full attention to it. I didn't start paying full attention to it until last year. Like I had been having this channel for 8 years and I wasn't putting in a lot of energy. Now it's like, and there was a time, listen to this. There was a time I made $2,000 a month off my channel. $2,000. And I wasn't even putting in that much effort. $2,000 a month. And it's people out there that can't do that. It's people out there that barely making $200. And what I'm trying to do is get back to either making, I want to make at least 5 to 10 grand a month off of my YouTube channel. And so within the next 5 years, I'll probably still be on YouTube just for fun, but I'll probably be doing so many other things inside of entertainment. This will just be something I'm doing on the side. Don't apply for welfare because your life is an open book to them. You have to be careful to report all income. It's like slavery because they own you for that time. That's true. D. Edwards, don't blame you. Safety first. Exactly. Mr. Elephant, do Amazon. Ugh. I might. I mean, I don't know. Lakina, people and their effing opinions that are unwarranted. That happens all of the time. That comes with the territory, okay? Excuse me. My thing is, I don't mind people having an opinion about me. I really don't. That's not even what bothers me. What bothers me is the disrespect that they have to put with the opinion. It's like, damn, you that fucking ignorant that you can't express yourself without adding an insult on top of it. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. Mr. Elephant. You saying your first YouTube check was $3,000? That's interesting to me. That makes me wonder what are you doing on your channel for your first check to have been that? Because I don't know I've never met anybody whose first check was $3,000. Like I've never heard no shit like that. Even from big YouTubers, even guys who know YouTube so well and they teach you how to be on YouTube, they never said to me that their first check was $3,000. So I'm trying to figure out what were you doing on YouTube that would make your YouTube check be $3,000? Like what magical shit was you doing? Because it takes time for you to, build. Like I'm wondering what kind of content you have that makes it that valuable for your check to have been $3,000. Okay, you have a movie channel. Okay. Well, that's even interesting too, because even with a movie channel, you gotta worry about copyrights and shit. Like copyrights. Like what kind of movies are you posting? Are you creating the movies yourself and then putting them up, or are you putting movies that's already out? Because then that presents a whole nother problem. Mario, I think it's cool you read the comments and reply instantly. I just address a lot of male YouTubers about the one-sided stories and values they promote. I would love to come on and talk to you. You didn't finish, Mario. You can talk to me Google Hangout. I tell everybody come Google Hangout all the time. I'm cool with that. I have a playlist on my channel called All the Queen's Men, and it's all of the Google Hangouts and stuff that I've done on my channel with guys. But yeah, a lot of male YouTubers do one-sided stories. They they blame everything on women. Never take any accountability for nothing. They just blame women. It's like no accountability. And I realized that YouTube was for black men is the no accountability, I'm irresponsible type of shit. That's guys on YouTube. I would never date a male YouTuber. Michelle, when the baby comes, he will start coming around. Let me tell you something, Michelle. If I told you the stuff that this man has said to me and done to me, and because it's a lot of stuff I just haven't said, the way that our relationship was initially and the shift that happened with him when I got pregnant, that shift is so disturbing that you wouldn't want him around you. It's that bad. Like, you know how couples have their regular arguments and shit that you could deal with? We had that, we was a couple. But then when I got pregnant and that shift drastically, it was a drastic shift, and the stuff he was saying was so ugly, you would never want him to be around you again. I've told other women the stuff that he said, like my personal friends. I got a friend that's pregnant right now. And she's like 3 weeks behind me. And she was like, if my fucking boyfriend was to say any of that shit to me, I would never speak to his ass again. Just stuff he said. So imagine, like I haven't even told you the stuff that he said. I haven't told everybody all of everything. I've told people certain things. Elephant, you do movie reviews. Okay. Okay. I could see, but this still doesn't register to me about Your first YouTube check being $3,000. You must have did a good ass Siskel and Ebert fucking movie review. uh, but yeah, I'm not putting Michelle. I'm not putting him on child support. I don't want anything to do with him. I don't want him around. I don't want him to call. I don't want to talk or nothing. I'm good. I'm totally good on that. But babies are expensive. Yeah, I have a 17-year-old. I know how much babies cost. Um, Trust me. Is this Lillian 514? Oh, by the time I have the baby by May, I won't be like this. And yes, I am working. I have a graphic design business. I have clients. I have gigs. I'm working. Yes. So it's not that I don't have any income. I definitely have income. Um, but by the time the baby's born, I'll be in a whole nother tax bracket. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the type of woman. Here's the thing. I'm not the type of woman that stays down often. I might fall down and I get right back up. It's by the time the baby is born, I should be real stable. Mario, did the man you got pregnant by display any of these bad traits before the baby came into play? No, not that he would be like this. No, he had some bad character traits. Yeah, like everybody else. My biggest thing was him with him was he would lie to me about women, and he would do little sneaky shit and tell me about it later. It's like you might want to tell me the sneaky shit you're doing beforehand, so it won't have us in a fucked up situation. Don't do something sneaky and then tell me later, because then it'll fuck us up, But other than that, he was responsible. He was always financially there. The only thing I could say is the jumping from extended stay to extended stay because he didn't know what side of town he wanted to live on. That was pretty much annoying me a little bit. Like, a lot of people are like, you slept in the back of the truck with this guy. Well, when I did it, it was like, it was just, you know how you just have to do what you gotta do? That's how it was. It wasn't like he was forcing me or, it was just like we had done it before for fun. I remember one day we just slept in the back of the truck just to be fun, just to be funny. And we just enjoyed it because we was being silly. But then, when we had to do it, it was just like, okay, this is the situation that we in. We'll be all right and we'll get out of it, But that's about it. He didn't show the bad traits that he's showing right now. This is the worst I've ever seen him. I've never seen him this bad. And I don't. And he told me before he left. He was sitting down in here talking to me. He said, "I'm gonna get worse. I already know I'm gonna be worse than this." That's what he said to me. I was like, okay. Like, who would choose that? Like, who would choose to be worse? Wouldn't you, as a person, want to improve? Like, I would want to be a better person. Anyway, Michelle, I meant don't worry about it, child support, because he already know you can mess him up. Yeah. Mario, don't think it's fair to the child not to put him on child support. I won't need him financially, so what's the point? It won't not be, why would it not be fair to the child? I mean, my child to be taken care of financially. So there's more to being a father than paying child support. It'll just be another bill for this nigga. And if he won't probably pay that shit on time, and he'll have so much back child support, he'll probably end up in jail anyway. So no, yeah. Mario, did the eggplant make you stay and go through that? No, his dick was trash. He'll even tell you that the sex wasn't even like, no, it wasn't. Well, our relationship was never based on sex. That's why when people try to tell me that he used me for sex, it's impossible to me, because we just wasn't that type of couple. Like, we had more fun just hanging out, being together, cuddling, talking, flirting with each other. And, then when we would have sex, it would be good. But it wasn't like the best shit I ever had or nothing. Like, he couldn't fuck to me. He was too rough. Like, why are you fucking me like that? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, too fast, too rough, it was just, ugh. And he knew I felt like that. I'm like, no, you need to slow down and learn how to make love, nigga. You do not know how to make love. Like, you don't know how to, You don't know how to make love. You don't know how to kiss passionately. You don't know how to touch. It's like, how was you married for all that time? Like, how was you with this one woman for 14 years? She let you fuck her like this? The fuck is wrong with her? Like, I don't know. He was just bad at it. Some people just, you know how everybody got something different that they like, right? But then there's a general way that people have sex. You know, there's passion, there's love, there's kissing. You know, he didn't know how to do those things. It was so just, it's like, what? Anyway, let me roll up. Child support is evil. Child support is definitely evil, Mr. Elephant. Rich Roots, do you think he was saying rude things to get you mad enough to leave? You know, some people take the passive aggressive way out of a relationship. I feel like for the past, I don't know, month and a half, he had been doing things to try to get me to leave him. He wanted to leave. This is why I keep trying to tell people. He left 3 times and kept coming back because I said come back. He wanted to go. And he kept doing shit. He wanted me to not want him. He wanted me to think he was a piece of shit. And even to this day, he's still like with the channel he posted, where he posted all of these horrible videos about me. He wants me to not fuck with him anymore. He's purposely doing it. He wants me to take this baby and never talk to him again because he doesn't want the responsibility. He doesn't want it. And I keep explaining this to everybody. And they want me to believe that, oh, he wants to be a father. No. I know this man and he's purposely doing shit because he doesn't want the responsibility. He wants me to go. So I'm leaving. Like, what? Okay. Mario, yes, confirmed. Dick was trash. Okay, Michelle, do you think you can forgive and forget? No. He already knew I wasn't going to forget. This is deep. Like, this is the worst he could have done to me. He knew how I felt about this. He knew how I felt about marriage. He knew how I felt about family. I mean, the way that he portrayed himself to be like this man who was ready to be married to me and ready to build something with me, the way that he portrayed himself and lied like that, he knew. And I told him, you do some fucked up shit like that, that's the point of no return. I'm never going to be able to forgive you for this shit. It's not going to happen. This whole him still being married and not signing the papers and not doing what he was supposed to do, he knew I wasn't gonna fuck with him. Mario, your facial expressions are funny. Sorry. But I mean, I don't know, animated. I can't fuck fast because if I do, it'll be a short session. I don't know why he fucks like that. That shit is horrible to me. I hate that shit. But you know, I let him do it because that's what he wants. You know, like, that's just what feels good to him. Mario, I did teach him how to make love to me. Eventually he did. But he only did it sometimes, and then I would allow him to have sex with me the way he wanted to. And that shit would bore me, but it was his thing, so. Am I the only person that don't know the guy? What guy? Are you talking about Priest? None of you know him. He's a stranger. You know, you can hear my stories about him or hear him talk about me, but you don't know him. Thank you, Malicia Morel. You're doing the right thing. Thank you. I'm doing the right thing by getting rid of his ass altogether. Yeah. Excuse me. Theodore, sounds a mess. It is a mess, honey. No man ain't gonna stay with a newly pregnant woman. Too much drama. What are you talking about? Ain't nobody trying to get nobody to stay with nobody. What are you saying? The funny thing is I ain't had no drama since that nigga left. That nigga been gone for almost 3 weeks. I've been drama free. Like, I ain't had not an ounce of damn drama since this nigga left. I'm pretty good. Yes, I'm keeping a baby. I'm not getting an abortion. Here's my donation link for anybody who's interested in donating. Yes, I'm keeping the baby. Definitely. What kind of psychological, RR? That's your name. What kind of psychological issue is with this man to pretend to want a family with you as to use your vagina as experimental to see if he could produce? I mean, maybe. I don't know. He's psychologically not grasping the concept of what he's done yet. It still has not occurred to him. He's still in delayed reaction. It's going to take that nigga a second to figure out the fuck shit that he's done. Okay. Makeup and weave. Do you feel like y'all moved too fast? No, but I do feel like the pregnancy came way too quickly. It came, Like, I was not expecting the shit to come this quickly because he needed more time. He kept saying, well, I need more time to, do whatever. And I was like, cool, all right, well, let's just chill, have fun, have a good time. So yeah, that's how it was. He don't want the responsibility, but that's his first child. I think he's scared. I think he's scared too. But I've told him I'm scared, and if he was scared, then he could, say that to me, and we could have handled that together. That would have been sweet. He was married when you met him. Yes, he was separated, and him and his wife both made it clear to me that they would be getting a divorce. She said she was happy for us. I was just waiting for them to just sign. So I thought, actually, he told me, like, I don't know, 3 months in our situation that them two had signed their divorce papers and they were like waiting on some type of payment or something. A lot of excuses were given to me about that shit. And so they never fully did it from what I understood. And so the last time I talked to her, which had to been like a week ago or something like that, she was telling me that she definitely wanted to get divorced from him and that she had moved on and her heart was with somebody else. That's what she said. Mario, did you want a baby because you had unprotected sex for a reason? No, we were just having unprotected sex. Like, I presented this man with condoms plenty of times. But I never thought, I was more concerned about sexually transmitted diseases, not getting pregnant. I didn't think I was going to get pregnant. Getting pregnant has been very difficult for me my entire life. Like, that's been hard. That's why I've been so scared with this pregnancy with the beginning, because I was really thinking there's a possibility I could miscarry. And then we were sitting there having arguments and I started bleeding and I would be scared to go to like the damn hospital because I didn't want them to tell me I was having a miscarriage. I was just scared. Like, it was scaring me. And so now that I'm going on my 5th month and I seem to be healthy, I still have another thing to face because I still have to let them take my blood and give me STD tests. And I'm worried about that because of him. He was going around, sleeping around, and he could have been sleeping with women all this time. Like, he could have been, like, all of this time. Because when I think back of our relationship, I think about all of this time. He could have been doing all of that stuff. Like, he was coming home late from work, and I'm thinking he's genuinely working, and he's working on the weekends. And, now that I see how he's acting, it's like, damn, he could have been fucking bitches this whole time. Like, it seemed like the whole relationship was a lie. Like, he had been lying the whole time. He was pretending the whole time. So I'm like wondering what the fuck he was doing all that time. Like, when he wasn't around me. And it was really difficult. Like, when he cheated on me, he had to really be slick because he was around me so much. Like, I would pick him up from work. I would take him to work. We lived together. We was always around each other. So when did he have time to fuck somebody else? It's scary. It's weird. I don't even know how. I don't know. But I don't feel like, going back to makeup and weave, I don't feel like we moved too fast in regards to our relationship. But I do feel like the baby came at fucking warp speed. Like I would have never expected I would have got this pregnant that fast. But, as far as our regular relationship was going, it was going at the speed that we felt comfortable. Like, nobody, including you, Andrea DeBerry, nobody can tell me, whether my relationship is going fast or slow. No one can, determine what's fast or slow to me in my situation. My relationship was not going fast at all. It was going in the pace. We were going with the flow. No one was forced into anything. No one was pressured to into anything. And so that's why it's funny when I hear him, because he said he felt pressured. And I'm like, well, I never pressured you. I always gave you your choice to decide what you wanted to do. But again, and I say this, and I've said this plenty of times, love has no color. Love has no speed. I know people who knew each other for a month, got pregnant or got married and have a very successful relationship many, many years later. It just depends on the couple. You know what I mean? There's no one can tell me whether my relationship was fast or slow. Only I can determine that. And for me, and we're just talking about me, okay, it wasn't going too fast. It was flowing just fine. The pregnancy made it go at warp speed. And that's when it was like, oh shit, I want to pull back. So I think that's another reason why he wanted to pull back. Because the pressure of that, like, oh shit, I went from just being her boyfriend to now suddenly, we have a baby on the way. Because we made plans to have a baby. We made plans to be married. That was something that we was going to do in the future. Maybe like a year, maybe 2 years, something like that. I didn't think it was going to happen this quickly. Real question. How with two incomes would you guys not afford to get a place? It wasn't that we couldn't afford to not get a place. It was, and I said this before. It was this nigga wanted to live in certain areas. Like he was never happy with a specific area. Like he wanted us to live in an area that was close to a train station, but at the same time, he didn't want to live in poverty. And a lot of places that are close to some train stations here in Atlanta is poverty. He didn't want. It's just we couldn't agree on what area, and he can't drive far. He doesn't like driving far, so that was one of his things. He didn't want to be too far out. He wanted the apartment to look a certain way. He felt like he knew every area in the fucking world of Atlanta. And if I say, well, let's move to such and such place, he'd be like, no, can't do such and such, or let's move to such and such place. We can't move there because blah, blah, blah. It was just, he was never happy. But yeah, the sleeping in the back of the truck is something that happened, and I didn't want to separate myself from him. I could have separated myself from him and not slept in the back of the truck, and I'm pretty sure he could have separated himself from me and not slept in the back of the truck. But both of us was trying to stay together, and it was just not. He was just. You guys don't even understand. This nigga is excessively picky. It's like, I mean, he's picky about everything too, food, everything. By what you're saying, if he has a bad mouth odor and body odor is bad, most likely he's not intelligent. Andrea, where the fuck are you getting this shit from? Dude, that's the stupidest shit. I swear this shit that y'all be saying on YouTube be dumb as fuck. This is definitely one of the dumbest fucking statements I've ever fucking read. Listen, a person can be smart and stink one day. The fuck are you saying? Like, a person can be smart and go to the gym and work out and stink. Like, what the hell are you saying? Like, I don't know. Some of y'all need to think shit through before you post shit, because you sounded dumb as hell. Intellect has nothing to do with body odor, okay? It really doesn't. What is GERD? GERD is like a extreme acid reflux problem. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely not picky about being a good man. He definitely wants to be a piece of shit. Okay, he's definitely chosen that. Mario, I should have timed Andrea out for saying that stupid ass comment, but but I didn't. I'm gonna let that one pass, Andrea, because that's just dumb. You know? Like, what are you saying? I don't know. Listen, you could be smart and make a mistake. You can be smart and stink. You could be smart and throw up. You could be smart and still get sick. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I just think intellect has nothing to do with, your bodily function sometimes. I just don't think the two go together, my dear. Andre Turner, his occupations on the weekends was the same job. What he was doing was setting up events at I'm not gonna tell y'all where he worked at, but he set up like these major events. And so if they had events on the weekend, he would have to set up and take down for those events. And sometimes instead of him getting off work at 5, how he usually would every day, and be home by like 6:30, sometimes I have to go pick him up at fucking 1 a.m. because they had an event that night. And so then he started working on weekends. He wasn't working like that until Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Before that, his schedule wasn't like that. He would get off early and be gone. Then suddenly, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is October, if I'm not correct, if I'm correct, right? September, October. It's October. Anyway, he started working like excessively. And that's when, that put a lot of strain on our relationship too. So it wasn't just the pregnancy. It wasn't just the scare of miscarriage. It was also his work schedule. And then I found out he was meeting bitches at his job. Mario, what type of men do you really like? Well, I like men who are intellectual, number one. If you can't mentally capture me, then I don't like you. Um, and I like men who can reply back to me. Like if I like men who are really really good at dialogue. It's not a lot of men out there who are really really good at dialogue. Like when you're speaking to a woman of intellect, we have certain things that we discuss, we have certain things that we say. So as he would respond back to me as we were having conversations, I could tell he could easily comprehend what I was saying to him. And a lot of men can't. And there came a time where he would just be like, yo, you're so nerdy. You can't say certain things to me because I don't understand what the fuck you're talking about. I don't even know what that word means, motherfucker. And so so sometimes I would have to, layman's term shit. But outside of that, he had a good, like, he could respond back to me really good. And he seemed to be extremely spiritual. I love that about him. And he just have fun. He used to seem more. He was a lot more positive when I first met him, and he started to become very negative. And I remember when he started becoming negative, and I kept telling him, whatever we're going through, we'll probably get over it and move forward, and this won't be how we are for good. Like when we were sleeping in the truck, I knew I wasn't going to be staying in this truck forever. I knew that time would pass as well. I didn't think that it would be something that we were going to be doing forever. Sheba, how soon into your relationship did you become pregnant? We started dating in May. All right. I think I got pregnant. My conception date was August 22nd. So, month of May, month of June, month of July, month of August, 4 months in. That's quick to me. That's super soon to me. That's like fucking what? like that is crazy. Do you know listen, I was in 10 years ago, I was engaged. I got engaged twice. I've been engaged 3 times my whole life, but I got engaged around 2011 and I got engaged in 2010 or 2009, something like that. And both of those guys, I tried to get pregnant. And we tried for like a year and that shit would not happen. And then I went 10 years, never got pregnant, not even close, not even a scare. And I'm with this dude 4 months. 4, and I'm pregnant. I'm telling you, that is not me and him. That's God. That's the universe. That is not me and him. This was meant to happen. And if me and him don't work out, if we don't ever talk to each other again, I still feel like that this was God. I think this was supposed to happen. That shit is way too quick. It's like, what? Shit is too much. Super sperm. And the funny thing is, he called him super sperm. Listen, the funny thing is, he was married 14. Well, he wasn't married 14 years, but he was with that same woman for 14 years. And they never had kids together. Never had kids together. And that nigga with me for 4 months. And come on, man. Stop. I don't know how that fucking shit happened. I don't know what the fuck. Next time you date, I'm gonna need you to get a poll on all your social media to see if he's the right man for you. Listen, I did that. All right, listen. Next time you date, I'm gonna need you to get a poll on all of your social media to see if he's the right man for you. Listen, this man was interviewed by all of my friends. He was interviewed by my family. People on social media all approved him. Everybody loved Priest. Do you hear me? Everybody loved him. Everybody wanted me to be with him. Everybody thought we was the perfect couple. Everybody. Every fucking body. Like anybody we ran into people on the street. Everybody. They loved us together. They thought we was a good couple together. All my friends thought he was good for me. I don't know what happened. Charles Washington. So that's the perfect job to meet people in general. Yes, the event, not the event planning, but the event setting up, that's a perfect job to meet women. He was meeting a lot of women. Do I think he was depressed? I think he was depressed at the way that the situation was going. Like, I think he was, I think he wanted it to happen a different way. But see, I'm not the type of person like when I found out I was pregnant, I didn't get depressed. I was scared, but it was like, oh shit, now I gotta snap out of it, and I gotta just do whatever we can for the baby. Fuck our relationship right quick. Let's put our relationship and shit on a hold right quick, and let's do whatever we can to get stable and get me, you, and the baby in a decent place. That's where my head was. I was like, fuck everything else. Let's focus on that first. And then if you want to go date other women, I said to him, if you want to go date other women, you can. You just, let's get us stable first. Because it wasn't supposed to happen in that order. We were supposed to find a place to live first. Make sure he had finalized everything in regards to his divorce. And then later on, get married, then have a baby. That was the order of operations for both of us. It didn't happen that way. So when the baby came first, it was like, oh shit, we done skipped everything by accident, but not really. So now I can't really trip off that. It's here now. So let me just do what I can to get us stable first. And then we'll worry about everything else later. Sheba Blake. Girl, he didn't want to use a condom when you presented that sexual abuse. Okay. I don't think that's sexual abuse, but okay. Super sperm. I can't get over you calling him that. Super sperm. Broke niggas potent sperm. Mario, shut up. Broke niggas potent. He is potent. That shit was potent. That shit broke some barriers. Mean dude. Listen, I'm not naming my son after you. Be quiet. Lakina, women like nice guys, but imposters be perfecting the hell out of their craft. Ain't that the fucking truth, girl? I wish I could high five your ass through this goddamn live stream. I love nice guys. He presented himself like he was the sweetest, and then he would do little shit as time went on to prove like he was a little bit of an asshole. And he started showing me more asshole in increments as time went by, and I was like, this nigga's really an asshole. And to now to where he's a fucking lunatic all the way through. Denisha, did they try to have kids? Well, here's the thing, and to me, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be real as hell with y'all. This is about to be some real shit I'm about to say. If I was him, I would have never even bothered marrying her. And the reason why, he was 23 when he married her. And this is what he said to me. I don't know if this is the truth. He could have been lying. Okay. But she had kids from a previous marriage, I think 2 or 3. And her ex-husband had custody of all of her children except one. And so he was the stepfather to one of her kids. The rest of her kids were in the custody of the marriage. Okay. She had also had a couple of miscarriages and a couple of abortions. And she also had a child put up for adoption. And I would have never married her. He got pressure into being married. This is what he said. He got pressure into being married. He wasn't ready to be married. He got pressure into it because of the religion that he had at the time. He was Hebrew Israelite. And she was pressuring him to get married. And so they got married. And then they stayed married for X amount of time. But inside of this marriage, they argued a lot. She physically abused him a lot. She verbally abused him a lot. And he used to be like her little yes dog, her little lap dog, little puppet who used to just let her say whatever and not have a voice for himself. So when he met me and he had been separated from her, I think that I was a little bit more understanding and I was more open to him expressing his opinion. I didn't want him to be mean with the things that he said, but I did want him to be honest and be able to have say in whatever was going on. But I never pressure him into anything. I always let him have a choice. And even to this day, I'm still giving him, I gave him the opportunity to choose. When he was still here, I was saying, okay, you could be whatever with any woman that you want to be with. Let's just get us stable first. And that's all. And Apparently, they tried to have kids, but she had had her tubes tied before they even got married. And she had a whole bunch of health issues. And she just couldn't, procreate for him. They couldn't, they wanted to do in vitro at one point. Not in vitro. Is that a vitro where you try to have the babies, where they purposely try to do it? They wanted to do it, but that's not natural. So and Priest is big on natural shit. So me and Priest was equally healthy. We were both of our private reproductive parts was working fine, which is strange to me because I thought my reproductive shit wasn't working, but apparently it is, and I'm pregnant now. And it's sad to me that he won't be around because I wanted to share this with him, and he knew we used to talk about having kids all the time. He knew how important this was to me. He knew I wanted to share this with him, and it's sad that we can't share this together. Okay. Charles, there's still hope for you too. Doubt it. Elephant. Once women found out he had a woman, they probably was trying to get with him, and a lot of women love when men who are taken. I think he wasn't telling them, honestly. I don't think he was saying anything. Here's my donation link, y'all. Did I put it in here? Where is that? My donation link. I posted because people be like, why you don't have your super chat up? Why can't we donate? Why such and such and such? So, excuse me. That's that pregnancy belch. That's my donation link if you wanna. If you talking about my family, Rich Roots? They knew his representative. Yeah, he was pretending. Elephant, you are such a smart woman, and I'm shocked you got yourself jammed up like that. Well, it wasn't a I was playing dumb moment. You know how some women, they good at everything else, but then when it comes to relationships, they get real stupid and they let love blind them. I'm not that woman. I really paid attention to what he was doing. I really was like trying to figure out. So it's hard for me to believe right now that he was pretending all this time. Like, that's so hard to believe. I can't even believe he was doing that. He keeps telling me that he wasn't pretending. His feelings just changed. I'm like, your feelings don't just randomly change like that quickly. But honestly, I think it's just he don't want a baby. It went too fast for him. When the baby came, it was too much. It was overwhelming, and he was just trying to do everything he could to get out of the situation. And he left me at the worst time of my life. Let me tell you, this first trimester was the worst part of my life. Like, I've never felt that bad. Well, let me not say I've never felt that bad, but you feel that bad for a long time. Feeling like that for 2 months. First of all, feeling like that for a week feels bad. But imagine feeling like that for 2 months. He left me at the worst part of my life. That's why I can't fuck with him. That's why I can't forgive him. That's why I can't move backwards. And people wonder why I can't. It's because he left me right when I needed him. Like, I needed him to mentally stay strong, physically be there, and emotionally stay inside of that relationship while I was down like that. I needed him to do that. And he didn't. That's the hurtful part, people. It isn't so much that he broke up with me or that he wanted to sleep with other women or anything like that. It was like, nigga, I'm so sick and I'm baby and this shit is happening so fast and I'm scared I'm going to have a miscarriage like tomorrow. Like, I need you to just chill, just be my calm, be my peace, just be my stability, just be everything I need you to be strong for me right now. Just get ourselves together. Let's get ourselves in a stable place, and I promise you, once me and you stable and we living in a good home, I just needed him to be there. I needed him to be my lion. This connection is tripping. I don't know why my connection's so bad right now. I don't know what that's about. But if you can donate, let me know. If you can't, Rich Roots, thank you for sending me something. I really appreciate that. I really definitely. Oh, this is such a dreary conversation. So anyway, let me just before I get depressed, right? Let me just talk to you guys later, all right? Have vision and stay focused. Namaste. Wait, what? RR? You can't beat yourself up about his choices. He was looking for a strong woman like you to try and break you emotionally. That feeds a narcissist. Can you believe like 300 people have called this nigga that? They call him that. They tell me that that's what he is, a narcissist. That's interesting. But anyway, let me get on. Bye.